Guess what we're doing today? Finally!
Why so serious?
Okay, we're finally gonna do the transmission today. So I got the oven cleaner sitting here, the old brush I used on the motor, which looks brand new, and then I'm gonna use this in case that doesn't really work too well. So this is the bracket for the motor mount, the rear motor mount, I believe, and this is the slave cylinder, which if you follow this line, it was cut. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna remove this slave cylinder along with the lines, because I'll just end up buying an aftermarket kit with the braid line that goes all the way to the master cylinder. So I'm gonna remove this, clean this off with the oven cleaner, then I'm gonna wash it off, and then I'm gonna respray it. These are the bolts for the starter. So I'm gonna take these bolts out. I'd left them there so I don't lose them, and I don't have them in a pile and not know what they're for. So let's start by taking, I'm gonna leave the bracket on because it doesn't matter if it's on there. I'm gonna cover up the sensor. This is the speed sensor here. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna tape the speed sensor up. I'm gonna leave it connected, I'm not gonna take it out. So let me go ahead and start. This is a ground wire for the transmission. I'm gonna take this out. I'll probably end up replacing it, but after I paint it, you're gonna see me put this back just so I know what goes there. But I'm gonna go ahead and take this slave cylinder out. Let's get this off. I'm not gonna need this bracket anymore, so I'll probably just take the bracket off instead. Long ass screw for a little bracket. I'm gonna take this bracket off. That's holding the ground wire too. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this bracket off, because there's no point of having this bracket, because this bracket's only for the ground. Because technically this was supposed to hold a hose, and as you can see, it's broken, so it's not at use. So I'm just gonna take the bracket completely off too, and then just connect the ground wire over here to one of these, to where one of these screw on for the bracket, and it'll serve the same purpose. Plus it'll get it out of the way, so when I remove this other bracket for the line, for the safe cylinder. See, then what I'll do is I'll take a ground wire and connect the ground wire to this, instead of having that big old bracket in the way. This right here is normally used to check the transmission oil, but it's capped off because it doesn't come with a dipstick. You can always get one afterwards. So I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna leave this on, but I'm gonna see if I can order a dipstick for this too. Okay, now Bet you this screw is like 6 miles long too. For this little bracket. Look at that. Oh, what the? Okay, this is held on by a little clip. I'm gonna break that off. There we go. And now we can proceed in taking off the slave cylinder. All these I'm doing right now are 12 millimeters. That wasn't the sound of the bolt coming out. That was the sound of fucking tool breaking. Oh, come on. Yeah. All right. Well, so I broke my tool. I'm gonna have to go get another one. I will see you after these messages. Okay, let's try my snap-on impact gun. Sponsor me. I got a big ass banner back there too, check it out. Boom! Just saying. Look at that. How powerful this snap-on tool is. Look at it without even no struggle. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see in here. All right, in here we gotta take off all this nonsense that we're more than likely not gonna use again. Well, we'll use this again. But this, I already have a replacement for this. I showed you guys like 600 videos ago. Okay, this is dirty. Okay, this can come off. Boom, garbage. Oh, that thing is seized. This is not good anymore. Boot I'm gonna take off and use again. I'll use this boot again for get all that grease off of it, but helps keep the dust away a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna mask this off right here with some tape. That's the axle seal. I'm gonna seal that. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit because you can see some of the oil. But I'm gonna seal that off. Transmission. It feels like it's moving smoothly, which is a good sign because that means this transmission is actually good. I could move it with 2 fingers. But I'm gonna seal this off with some tape just for the hell of it. I'll clean this off after. And then I don't see anything else besides the sensor up here. These 2 sensors I'm gonna go ahead and mask off right now. And then I can start cleaning it with some of the oven cleaner. Shake hand well before spraying. Okay, there we go. Start with the outside. This stuff, by the way, smells good. I took in too much. Strong. Make sure you guys do this in a well-ventilated area. Oh shoot, I forgot there's an axle thing back there. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. I'm not painting the inside of this, but I am cleaning it off because it has a whole bunch of grease. And when I took out the clutch plate, there's a whole bunch of, like an animal was living inside of this. So there was like a bunch of hair and like animal hair. There's still some right there. Yeah. Scrub some of this off. This brush isn't going to get all the way deep into the crevices, but get all the major oil that's in here off of it. Should be good enough. There's a lot of caked up oil in it. So I'm just gonna do a time lapse from here on out. Okay, so after scrubbing, I grabbed another can of oven cleaner and I sprayed it all over the transmission and I left it sit there overnight. And this is how it looks like now with all that white crud. But it looks like the grease is pretty much gathered up and may have fallen, as you can see there. But there's still some spots that are a little greasy. So I got myself a little toothbrush and I'm gonna try to scrub in between the little crevices with whatever's left of that oven cleaner. And I'm gonna check and see if I have some degreaser. So I can probably use some degreaser as well, but that's what you're gonna see me do here right now. Okay, so I didn't have any degreaser. I had a little bit of the engine cleaner, but it's coming out pretty good right here on the outside. I'm gonna hose it off and then it'll look a lot better. But in here, there's so much grease. It's unbelievable how much grease is in this thing. It's all caked in there. So I might have to delay this video another day so I can get some more degreaser. I found that this one right here is way better than the oven cleaner that I used, I think. But yeah, there's all caked up. You can see I just got this brand new toothbrush just now, and look how gunked up it is with stuff, all from the inside of this. So I'm gonna hose it off, see where it lies. I tried cleaning off the mating surface, which it came up decently well, and I'm gonna hose it off and see how it looks after washing it with the soap and water, and take it from there, see if I'm gonna go any further cleaning the inside of this, or I'm just gonna leave it like that, because it's definitely better than it was before, but it's still caked up, mainly like on this edge and a little bit here. I managed to get some of it off here, but mainly right here. But which I sprayed whatever was left, but you can still see that there's caked up grease in there. See right there. So we'll see. Okay, as you saw, I washed the transmission. I didn't use soap and water. We'll see what it looks like when it dries, whether I'm gonna use soap and water or not. But I can tell you right now, after this dries and I go to try to paint it, I don't think it's gonna look, I don't know if the paint's gonna stick very well, because we still got layers of gunk here. I may get a brand new wire brush. Maybe I'll wire brush it before I paint it, but I'm gonna try my best to, you know, make this transmission look good. The inside, I washed it out. I'm gonna let this air dry. I blew it out with some compressed air to get the major puddles out, but this looks way cleaner than it did before, even though it has those, you know, those grease, caked up grease on there. Like I said, I'm just, you know, giving this a makeover. I'm not gonna go 100% on this. It's just to clean it up and make it look nice, so that I could mate it with its home. But yeah, well, this is gonna be it for this video. I wanted everything to be done on one video, but apparently I have to wait a couple, you know, to get more stuff to try and clean this up. But it started. That's what matters. So let's peel this off and see what it used to look like. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Well, next video I'll try to get it looking like that, but no promises. I'm definitely gonna get it painted next video. All right, so that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one, where we're gonna be painting it and mating it with the motor. I'll see you guys.